What kind of stuff are they giving you the most trouble about in terms of censorship? Is nudity or
like
language?
waking up.
Just getting out of bed in the morning?
They just have it in their minds that they want to hire somebody, but they don't want any communication made. You know, they want to like make you into something. I don't know. It's like, I guess it goes into white homes. They're worried about that a lot.
What do they? Yeah, you know, it's funny. Gwen Barrett, our associate producer, or sometime producer, is black. You know, and Carmen Matias is Hispanic.
You have to be colored to be on television.
Yeah, colored.
Yes, you can't be black. You have to have a little colored in there, just a taste.
Tad.
Yeah, just to keep it interesting for America.
Yeah. Well, she said, we were talking about your humor, that your humor offends white people, and I'm not that easily offended. Like, I'm not coming from a spot where Richard Pryor is going to offend me. I think you have humor that makes us see a lot of the truth and laugh at things we wouldn't normally laugh at. I think that's part of what you're doing. I think so. What do you think that these executives are afraid you're going to do to white America?
Probably stop some racism.
Stop racism?
What's up, people? This is me, Crimson 60620, and I'm here doing a little bit of gaming. And I gotta say, I know I was not streaming as much for the last couple of days. One, because I wasn't feeling good. Two, yeah, that was just it. I wasn't feeling good, so I haven't been streaming as much. I'm trying to conserve my voice. And I actually did an art show yesterday. But, how's everybody doing? We're gonna start this off fairly quickly. I'm doing some Conan Exiles, and I want to actually go back to the TFL at War, kind of like finish this video out. I don't know if I've actually, yeah, of course, got to do the customary 1.5 speed because this motherfucker talks slow. And we're gonna try to finish this video out. I'm doing some kind of building in the Conan Exiles, and so getting it ready for the next time that, you know, me and the crazy vegan Vegeta gets in here and starts fucking up shit. So we're gonna go for a TFL, wow, at War, and we're gonna actually see this shit. So let's continue. By the way, I actually need to get a new fucking chair. I saw one on Amazon, and I don't know how long it's gonna be discounted, but yeah, it's one of those things where it's just like maybe next payday, maybe. But let's continue.
Corporation. Trump is nothing more than the CEO of a corporation, following his orders from behind the scene.
Okay, so this is one of the things that I like kind of didn't touch on last time. It's TFL, whatever the fuck this dude's name is. I want to call him Bob or some shit. Bill Greathouse. Bill Greathouse is not that great. Bill Greathouse is like a consummate conspiracy theorist. And basically, he thinks that it's all a conspiracy about how the fucking world works, and not that some people are just greedy assholes and stupid like our current president, but it has to be some conspiracy against, you know, bad things. I don't fucking know. And basically, he's of the mindset that, you know, people are just trying to oppress normal people. Normal. Um, like I don't know where he gets this shit from. The people are just trying to oppress normal people, as if there is a card that says it's fucking normal, and basically, um, we're gonna hear more of this delusionary content. But let's continue.
As they roll Agenda 21 right out in your face, and the majority of you people just can't see it. You know, they gave you a little break and allowed some businesses to open back up and at half capacity and blah, 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 blah.
Now, mind you, Agenda 21, I'd have no fucking idea what that is. If you're talking about a pandemic response, yeah, you kind of want to make sure that level-headed people are in control of pandemic response shit. Now, no. Mind you, we've covered this in a video before. Bill is someone who has prison conditions. He's had heart disease, which, I'm not knocking him for the heart disease. Like, shit, like, heart disease. Like, but, like, people are doing this for your benefit too, Bill. It's, people are looking out for you, dog. But let's continue.
And you're fucking the majority go, oh yeah, man, see? If I put on my open garage door on my face, because that's what these masks are, they're an open garage door. If they wasn't an open garage door, I couldn't have had a nose and mouth full of toner at the end of the day when I changed the mask 3 times a day.
Wait, how is a mask an open garage door? I don't get that one. Maybe somebody in the chat can actually help me with that. How is a open garage door? I let's continue.
But I did. Took the mask off, went to break, washed my hands all up and everything, had my break, put a brand new mask on, went back to work. Lunchtime came, threw the mask away, washed my hands up. That's right, put a new mask on, went back from lunch. Third break, took the mask, threw it away, cleaned my hands, put a new mask on. At the end of the day, blew toner around my nose, and you could see the toner floating in the air with your eyes. Okay? And then you turn around, you got...
Dude, that just lets you know that probably for your work, you need to be wearing a mask. Like, that's what that lets me know. Not that there's some big conspiracy, but like, dude, like, maybe you should be wearing a fucking mask. Because, like, yeah, some of this shit is just like, no, dog. Like, no. Like, some of that shit should not be going in your lungs. And if you are talking about how some masks have a bad dye job, like, then yeah, like, maybe you shouldn't be cheap with the mask. But let's continue.
A nose full of toner and a mouth with toner in it with the freaking things covered up by the medical mask with toner that you can see with your bare eyes that went right through it. And you cannot see an airborne pathogens with your eyes, which means it's, 50 times smaller than the little dinky toner that you see with your eyes? And that toner went through that mask.
Is somebody really gonna tell them, or should I? Like, you're not making a case that masks are bad. You're making a case that maybe, like, he is harping on this shit, and I'm like, dude, no, like, no, dog, come on, like, you really got to be upset about this. You really, wow, dog, like, I don't know how to address you with that one. But let's continue.
How the hell do you think that mask is protecting you from anything? But can you get that through people's heads? No. Because you can't fix stupid.
Truer words have never been said.
Yeah. I didn't have a very good week this week, as you know. But I did go for a ride. I sure did. I stood in this doorway and watched branches fly through the air. I sure did. I watched branches falling off trees, watched branches flying through the air. We got a big-ass tree over here on the side of my building on the opposite side of me. Oh, that tree is completely mangled.
I'm sorry, I'm immature as shit. But let's continue.
And I sat there and watched all this crap go down, and I knew the power was going out. When I saw that storm go freaking 200 freaking miles in an hour, no lie, man, that storm literally on radar went from the other side of Des Moines to my town in an hour. I knew I was in some deep shit then, man. I was like, here we go, time to go for a ride. And that's what I did. And then I went 4 days without freaking power. Thank God my chest freezer's a great freezer. Because I probably got over $1,000 in food in that freezer out in the garage. I had 2 refrigerators and 2 refrigerator freezers with food in it. We lost a little bit, but the freezer out in the garage, we transferred to it on the 3rd day. Okay?
Okay, cool. That sounds like cool. And you know what? Here's the thing. Maybe because of my specific skin infliction, some people can't save up $1,000. Like, and this is just me off on a tangent. Some people can't save up $1,000 worth of food like that. Some people live fucking hand to mouth. Fuck, I know I do. And I have a fucking full-time job that I'm forced to work fucking overtime for. Dude, like, yeah, shit bad, but that's not the evidence that somebody is out, like, you know, I don't know, conspiring to, like, make you wear masks. Like, shit, if you want to say that, then blame the fossil fuel companies for fucking climate change. It's making our weather fucking worse. But you're not going to do that, are you, Bill? You're not going to do that at all, are you? But let's continue.
Okay, the shit in the refrigerators and freezer was now warm, and the food was starting to thaw. I threw a little bit away. I took the rest that was still frozen straight to the freezer in the garage, praying that thing wasn't melting too, or I was going to be throwing all that shit away. And it was still all frozen, still had ice all over the wash for me, not defrogging it. Thank God I didn't defrog it, huh? So guess what? I saved the majority of my food. 52, 53 hours.
But, like, what does this have to do with anything about a storm? Like, far be it for me, I'm fucking playing the game while I'm reviewing your shit. And, like, basically, I can make the joke about sometimes the motherfucking sandstorm is the storm. But, like, what? Like, he has these old man stories, like, for real. That has nothing to do with the video that he's making. Pot me kettle. But still. Damn.
Hours later, when my power come back on, my food was still safe. So some things worked out, didn't they? The people better remember this crap, I'm telling you. I'm not messing with people. I'm telling you the God's honest truth. That's the reason I shut down the Saturday Night Live show. That's right. I didn't even tell anybody I was doing it.
All right, so he's talking about the Saturday night show where he did TFL at war, like Saturday nights where like incels and MGTOWs would just call in and complain about shit. And I actually went on one of the shows. It was a thing, and like he has this same thing that you see with like other cats like G-Man, or you know, where they want to control the room, or like cats like who the fuck Hey, Zeus is Lord. Yeah, he has that bullshit where no, I disagree with you, so you're making a valid point, so let me mute you or hide you. And yeah, that's the craziest shit ever. No, he's just whining about he's doing old man stories. But let's continue.
Between Steve Hogan doing what he's doing and everybody running over to him selling blah blah blah, you know, and all the advice I've given, at least Hayden, I like Hayden a lot. I've talked to Hayden, believe me. Him and I are friends. Hayden's a good person, man, and Hayden is very awake. He really is. He's very awake to NWO. He sees what's going on in this world. Him and I are on the exact same page.
In other words, he believes all the craziest shit that I'm trying to do. Like, for real, these motherfuckers that talking about New World Order, like, I gotta be honest with you guys, if you're really serious about this, you shouldn't be supporting the fucking Republican Party. Because most of the motherfuckers who want a New World Order, they don't want a New World Order, they just want their old shit back. And, like, you hear some of those conspiracy bullshit about the Bilderbergs and the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers. Like, no, they just want money and they don't give a fuck about you. They're not trying to control you. And if you are smart enough to try to take over the world, you're also smart enough to realize the world is not worth taking the fuck over. Any motherfucker that has, like, seriously, any motherfucker that has even the fucking sparsest of intelligence to say, I want to take over the world. They quickly realize that human beings are shit. And it's not worth it to try to take over the world. Notice the only fucking good show that had people trying to take over the world nightly was Pinky and the motherfucking Brain, and they were fucking idiots. Except Pinky. I think he was hyper intelligent, but he let the Brain have his shit. But I'm off on a tangent now.
We really are. We're at that level. So is Harry. Harry impressed the hell out of me. Harry's just as awake. Very smart young man. Very awake. I can't say that about Steve Hofer, though.
Now, mind you, he keeps referencing to Steve. And the last video I did with him, I think he mentioned Steve again. It's like, it's a contest of how much of the incel communities can these motherfuckers actually win and take over. And that's the thing. It's like the charlatan preachers that get upset about another charlatan preacher down the street. Like, that's what this shit is. They're upset because they want to have, corner the market on having motherfuckers believe them. But let's continue. Yeah.
Because Steve Hofer is definitely not awake.
Blah.
He wants to tell you he is, but he's not. He has proved it with his own actions.
Wait, I missed something.
Because Steve Hofer is definitely not awake.
Oh, yeah.
He wants to tell you he is, but he's not. He has proved it with his own actions. So, yeah.
I mean, like, what's awake to these motherfuckers? Like, women bad, blur. Like, is that awake for real? I don't get what's awake. Like, dude, like, help me out with that, dude.
Yeah, I shut down the once a week show. What for? The majority of you freaking run right over to an agent. You all wanted to join the elite incel that was brought to the manosphere by the elite. You want to go hang out with the people that are going to take you out? Go ahead. I don't care. Hang with them, man. You might as well just go hold on to Rothschild's hand, Go ahead and hang with the elite. I don't care.
Wow, that's just sounds. It sounds like I'm mad because somebody more popular, and you gotta dude, come on, dog. Like, it's not. Wow, it sounds like your feelings hurt mostly. That yo, people are just going somewhere else, and I get it. I understand why your feelings would be hurt. I personally wouldn't care about accepting the approval of people that are so fucking hateful and spiteful. But I guess when you're a hateful and spiteful person, it's something that you literally want to be able to. You want to claim clout among the losers, like kind of like the tallest midget type shit. I don't fucking know, but let's continue.
Not playing the game with you. I'm done. But I didn't say I wouldn't do any live streams ever. As you see, I'm here today, ain't I? Yeah, I am. Got annoyed at YouTube because I changed everything around. I changed the name to this stream to what you see it is 3 times. And 3 times I came up live, and 3 times it still had the name of my last live stream on Saturday night.
Like boomer realities. Like, the fuck? I'm sorry to laugh at him, but man, he sounds just like fucking YouTube. They didn't fucking change my title like I wanted me to. Like, okay. I will do Steve Hoker. Like, I've heard Bill mention his name more than once, and I will do Steve Hoker. Like, and the thing about it is, I like Bill because he's expressive, like, and to make him expressive, he is literally at 1.5 speed. I'm sorry. It's like, just listen to him drone on and on and on without speeding him up. Like, yeah, I'm sorry, I had to. And I don't even know if I talk slow. People tell me I talk fast, and judging by the job that I actually have to do, I probably do talk fast. Speaking of job, help make this reality where I don't have to keep going back to that motherfucker. And please like and subscribe and share the video or follow. I'm fucking horrible with that. But yeah, I will definitely look into it. Hey. We don't make fun of the old people. We just make fun of their ideas. Fuck. Okay. So let's continue, guys. Let's continue. Oh yeah, he was doing boomer shit. Like, what the fuck did I just say? But let's continue.
So I canceled it again, and finally this time, oh, there's the name. And then I can't get my screen drop in because it wants to keep coming back to the last time I had a show on Saturday night with that name when I used the OBS studio. So what has YouTube Ops done away with the OBS studio? I don't know.
Okay, so here's the thing. I'm gonna say this. Now, YouTube changed Wirecast. And because like I bought Wirecast like a few years back to try to get streaming software. And OBS is a little bit different. Something tells me he just like, dude, new shit comes out all the time, and sometimes I don't feel like looking up the shit. But when it comes to actually bringing you guys decent half-ass content, I try to look this shit up because I'm trying to make sure that I can produce this content for you guys. But I don't think that YouTube all of a sudden changing, and this is one of those things that conspiracy theories don't get. Nobody is actually specifically targeting you. And people that have conspiracy theories are literally both incredibly weak and incredibly strong at the same time, because that's how they view their opponents. They view their opponents as incredibly weak because they're stupid enough to let their plots be, revealed by a and I know you still watching Vegeta. Check it out. Bam, bam, bam. But it's like they believe this conspiracy is incredibly strong to control everything without most people seeing, but incredibly weak or incredibly foolish enough to let them, who, let's be honest, they perceive themselves to be nobody special, just woke enough to realize the shit. Yeah, put the Lone Star Fisherman there. And it's like they don't get, like, you can't have both of those things at once. You can't. But all they see is, of course these entities can be so strong yet so foolish to deceive people. And it's just like, no, sweetheart, no, honey, no, boo boo. That's not how that shit works. But let's continue.
It's fine. If I have to do it through my cam, I will. I don't care. You people all know what I look like. I don't care. So here I am, okay? I'm up here live right now, and so on the third time that happened, then of course my son walked in on me, so I waited. And now I'm up here now, okay?
Why does he say it like he was watching porn? Oh God. Why does he say it like he was watching porn? My son walked in on me like, Dad, put that thing away. It's all small and wrinkled and shit.
Yeah, and I'm still smoking. Why not? I ain't got nothing to lose, man. We'll be lucky to be alive in 5-10 years from now, all of you.
Oh God, this is a man with heart disease that knows he needs to stop smoking. Granted, pot, meat, kettle, like glass houses and shit. Like, I know I need to actually become more healthy with my lifestyle, but damn, like, I don't just actively say, let me put more shit on my plate. Like, no. Fuck no. But let's continue.
You're all going to be dead, man. You're going to be killed. And if you don't want to be dead and don't want to be killed, then you better think about doing what Germany did. You better think about hitting the streets. When they order a second lockdown, you better think about massive numbers of people hitting the streets.
See, that's the thing. When massive number of people actually hit the streets, say like for a protest talking about a specific type of lives matter, motherfuckers like you will say, oh, what they getting upset about? Now, I haven't watched his content, but like he done said some on the edge racist shit. Like no lie, he has actually said some on the edge racist shit. So I don't know. But the fact that this motherfucker actually, like, seriously, Germany also paid people to stay at home. Fucker, like, damn, like, people want to say, like, Germany and all these other motherfuckers, they literally paid people to stay the fuck at home to avoid this pandemic. And what did fucking the US did? Give some people just $1,200. We just gonna give you this. Just give you this for right now. Yet it's still, there are motherfuckers who are literally faced eviction or evicted or is currently facing eviction. Or better yet, are fucking diving into their savings because our unemployment rate went sky fucking high. What's up, Grand? But let's continue.
And people who own small businesses that survived it, going and opening their businesses anyhow, and showing these idiots the middle finger. Because when massive amounts of people do it, they can't stop you. There's
Again, let's look at that black. I mean, like, I hate to do the whole two sides or whataboutism, but like, dude, come on now, come the fuck on, dog. No, don't do this to yourself, cause you look like a fucking fool. And like, let's just look at some of the shit, like some of the protests that we've actually had. We did have that right wing protest in Michigan, and that led to like these motherfuckers that like advocate for the overthrow, well, not overthrow, the taking back of power from the people will not really want the taking back of power for all the fucking people. Like, look at these motherfucking, and I'm gonna mention it. That malicious shit in fucking Michigan. This is the shit. This is what gets them to be that motherfucking way. Shit like that. But let's continue.
nothing they can do. The power is in the hands of the people, not the hands of the elite bankers, not the hands of the corporation called government.
Fuck. Okay, let's start. Let's fix this shit right now. The government is not a fucking corporation. It should not be run as a corporation. It is, you know what it should profit from? Making sure that people are fucking healthy and fucking safe. It should not be seen as a money-making fucking venture at fucking all. That's not the purpose of fucking government. And the rhino. He kicked the field goal of the rhino. Sorry. And anybody who thinks that way need to have a fucking head examined, because the government is here to make sure motherfuckers stay safe. Oh shit. He's about to charge. But anyway. Let's continue.
The power is in our hands, not theirs. But you keep giving away your power. You say, here, I'm scared of you because you have a position. Oh, I'm scared of you because you own the money.
Okay, like this, like, welcome, comrade, because we should actually. Damn it! Did you really hit me in the ass like that, dog? Kill him. But yeah, like, no, of course we should not be kowtowing to the corporations and government, because they should work for us. And that's one of the things that I actually advocate for, political awareness, because in the reality of it, these people work for us, and we, as a people, as customers, as citizens, should require more from our government, more from these corporations than what we get. And the thing about it is, I'll be very fucking honest with you, not too many few people think that they're powerless. Too many, too many few, stupid. Too few people actually think that they're powerless when, they need us more than we need them. And that's something that I want to really advocate for, that we should actually take back the power through, you know, voting, which is the very least that you can actually do, and other direct action of protests, protesting with our dollars, and all that other good shit. But that's because it's our government, not this bullshit that he's putting out. But let's continue.
I better do whatever you say. Sure, I'll bend over. You can stick it in me with no lube. I know I'm being sarcastic.
Now, the fact that he was able to accurately say that shit, and mind you, I actually have him on 1.5 speed, and it sounds fucking, oh god, it sounds like, oh yeah, please Bill Summer, please fuck me, like, I'm sorry. Oh, please, Bill Summer. Give me your widow peenie. Oh God, let's continue before
But that's what people are doing. Well, we gotta follow our orders for the protection. I know that the mask will protect you. You don't know shit. And you know the sad thing is the medical establishment, they know this. Oh yeah, they do.
yeah, based on all the studies that you don't have proof for, Bill, like versus all of the studies that, you know, we've actually done and actually seen where, you know, masks protect people. That's what this motherfucker at. Okay. Let's do this. Because his ass is clipping on the wall. There we go. All right, so yeah, I'm sorry. It's one of those things where I just have to get right. But yeah, like they have studies. They did study and see that the micro it's like what the virus microns has to be at least a 5 micron droplet of liquid, and masks protect up to 2. So like yeah, it gets most of the particles. Like they have studies and tests for this shit, but Bill is not gonna actually think that. Oh, you no, it is not a video of him dressed as a woman. No, hold on. Oh wow. I'm sorry, guys. I want to actually see this. I'm sorry. This. Um. Wrong key. Is this a video? Oh. Please, if you got that link, please send it to me because I want to find it. But let's continue. Let's continue.
They know this. You can go on to legit medical sites or get legit medical books, and you can look up that mask. And it would tell you the mask is not to be worn the way it's being worn now. It says it would be bad for your health. The reason it's worn by doctors doing surgery.
Wait. What legit medical sites? Like, if we're talking about sites like, you know, crackpottheories.com, then yeah, you may be right. But for real, dog, I highly doubt that's what you're saying it is. But maybe I can be wrong. Maybe, I don't know. But let's continue. Let's look for that video. Oh, oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, that's a cool animation.
Anyhow, today I want to discuss men.
Oh,
You know, we
no.
really hate men. Us ladies, we're superior, you know.
Oh no.
We have it all. That hole between our legs makes us, no, it's pussy power all the way, you know. I want to give us ladies some advice. You know, when you're looking for a guy,
Oh.
you really need to make sure you get the right guy. First off, I'm going to give you a list. You better be good looking.
Oh God.
Okay? You ugly guys, don't you even come our way because you already know that. You already know.
Oh, I'm using this for a thumbnail somewhere. I'm using this for a thumbnail. Oh. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Let's see. There we go. And I'm gonna save that one. Oh God. Bilma. We gonna call her Bilma. Oh God. Oh God. This is fucking awesome. All right. This is a distraction, but
you're meant to die alone. You know this. Anyhow, I want ladies to know first thing is looks. Okay? You remember this. They have to be looks. Have to be excellent.
wait, whoa. Like, ugly people get it too. Like for real. Ugly people get it too. Like, and this is what I never get. This is what I never get about incels. It's like, they say women only care about looks, and like, yeah, there are some shallow women that care about looks, and you know what? You may be right with that, but like, I don't see them knocking down doors to get to people they think aren't attractive. Like, no, they're just as shallow as the motherfuckers they accuse shit of. I personally, I would say this. I personally, somebody's behavior actually determines my attraction to them. And I know that sounds like, oh yeah, they lib shit and all that other good bullshit. Like, no, like, literally, if you're just a horrible human being, like, I don't find you attractive, no matter how good that you look. Damn, like, Lily, I didn't give you this shit to like have your breasts sitting up like, God damn it. Anyway, let's continue.
Second thing on the list, ladies, is he better have a good running car. Preferably a sports car. You know, like a El Camino or
Wait, what? Like, some of this shit, like, these motherfuckers think, like, I really think they're projecting their whole idea of what a woman wants based on what they think a woman wants. Like seriously though, for real, like, that's not how shit works, man. Oh, that shit is awesome. That's not how shit works. Like no, like, again, like, what type of women are you trying to date, man? Like, give me this shit. Yeah, I need some more fucking roast haunch. Put that shit in there. Anyway.
yeah, El Camino's are really good cars, you know.
Exactly.
Firebird. Anyhow, make sure he has a really good car. And then third on the list, ladies, money. That's a must.
Wait. What's the El Camino? Maybe I don't know. Like, what's the El Camino? I'm I'm lost with that one. I'm not a cars guy. Like, in like most of the cars that I know a lot of people like is like shit like classic cars and shit like that. But I don't know what an Alcamino is. But let's continue.
To have lots of money. Because ladies, if this guy you're gonna get ain't got lots of money, forget him. Throw him away. Now you ladies, you know the best way to nail a guy is just tell him you love him. Now we all know that the heart's only a pump, and we don't really love him. But you gotta tell him you love him.
Wait, like, what the fuck? Like, I mean, I know some of this shit is a product of male indoctrination of how we're like socialized to actually believe shit. And, you know, 5 years ago, I probably wouldn't have said this shit, but like, no, some of the shit that we're socialized to actually believe in is males, and it's just like, yo, so that don't make sense if you spend time talking with a woman. Like, some of this shit just doesn't add up. And I know a lot of it is really just insecurities a lot of guys have, but at some point you got to be like, dude, like, I get that Bill here is old. He's super fucking old. Actually, I need this fucking head. Come to think of it, because there's some shit that I can do with this in the cameras. No. Save this fucking head. Save head. Oh, my fault. I'm tripping. But yeah. Like, I don't, like, I don't want to, like, bash this motherfucker, but, like, God, like, let's continue.
Tell them you love them, that way they'll fall for it. Because remember, ladies, the guys are dumb. They don't even want our pussy, that's all. They want our pants. See, ladies?
I mean, like, okay. So, a point that I really want to make. A lot of these guys actually think that women just want looks and cars and money. They forget women like sex. They may not like sex with you, Bill, because you may be a bad lay, but women like sex. That's the reason why they do it. Now, granted, like, fuck, like, let's be honest. There are some women who may not like sex with men and have been just societally conditioned to think, like, no, you're supposed to have sex with men. And, like, I'm not, like, there is a big thing with a lot of the fear that a lot of these guys have for, you know, the LGBTQ community is that all of a sudden women are going to start marrying women or men are going to start fucking men. And it's just like, dude, like, it's okay because, like, people like the shit that they like, and nobody should be forced to fuck who they don't want to fuck. That's fine. And, like, the thing about it is there was a time where women married men as a form of security, and because it was a norm, and men likewise to women. But we're living in a time where people have choice, and people have choice, except for the paradox of choice, is a good fucking thing. Like, they get to like you for you, and, like, that's just a good thing. I mean, like, I would say there exists some platonic motherfuckers. Like, I know I'm guilty of talking to women that I may want to sleep with, mostly because, and here's the fucking thing about it, if I'm interested in you as a person, as a woman, I it's kind of because, you know, that is what makes me want to sleep with you, not the other way around. But that's just my, you know, sapiosexual self, where I like connections and emotional and mental connections. But, you know, I'm open and honest about this. This is the reason why I would like a specific woman, is because this is the reason why I want to sleep with a woman, because I like her personality. You know, but, you know. No, he didn't used to be part of the LG. You can't just leave that part of the community if you're that way. You can only want to conform to conditions, but like, dude, you're kind of boring liking what you like. That's just a thing. And that's okay, but shit. Let's continue.
So, my advice would be, since we know guys are dumb, I would go ahead and make sure, ladies, to go ahead and use them words and say, I love you, okay? And remember, ladies, you can go ahead and hit him anytime you want, because of the law, you just tell the law that he don't hit you, and you know dang well they're going to side with us.
Okay, so again, something like that is a product of toxic masculinity. Like, let's say it all together. The fact that men are thought to always be stronger than women and women can't be abusive, hello revenues, is a reason why you see this shit. There are women who are fucking abusive, both physically and emotionally and mentally. This shit happens. Toxic. What do they say? Love knows no gender. Toxicity knows no fucking gender. And the fact is, like, yeah, you could, like, there was a case in Chicago where it was a fucking police officer who requested a divorce because his wife would beat the shit out of him. And it was like, dude, you're a cop. And his whole thing was, I grew up in a home where my father beat my mother, and I was not going to be like him. And so, when she hit me, I didn't hit back. It can happen, motherfuckers. And, like, ask Shetty for Christ. You get a domestic violence charge. Even being a woman. But, and that's slow to change, but it is happening. But let's continue. Like, dude, and that's fucking, like, that's the thing. It's just like, you'll be so much happier just being who the fuck you want to be. Like, dude, like, I'm one of those people that, like, I realized that monogamy wasn't a thing. Not that I'm whoring around or some shit like that, but monogamy isn't a thing for me. And, like, I fucking get that. And, you know, does that limit the pool of people that may find me interesting? Yeah, that does. But at least I can fucking be myself and don't have to worry about, oh, I gotta hide who I am and all that. Like, no, shit. Like, god damn it. Like, why do these people act this fucking way? Yeah. Vegeta, like, I know you don't follow much of the Shady and Rev shit, but, like, Rev is a motherfucking incel that finally got lucky, and, like, yeah, that was his thing, where he is basically worshiping that horrible piece of garbage human being that he calls a wife. But, you know, yeah, we're not gonna touch on that one. But let's continue.
And his ass is going to jail. Okay, ladies? So he ain't gonna be messing around with us because we have all the power. You know, I'm so thankful the feminine movement coming along. Ladies, I'm telling you, this feminine movement is the best thing that ever happened for us women. Because us women, we haven't made with this here feminine movement. Yep.
Like, what do these guys think the feminist movement is? Like, exactly. I don't get it. Like, all it says is women want the same rights in society that men get. And dude, look, okay. Here's a thought. Maybe it's nothing wrong with that, and, like, maybe we should actually, like, be okay with that shit. I know it's kind of weird because, you know, men are strong and they need to be the head of the house, but, like, maybe we don't. Maybe we just need to fucking divvy up housework, including child rearing, and say, like, hey, you know, if you're so worried about the shit that men get shafted with, like child support or child, and taking care of a child, is like, maybe we should first, if you're worried about being falsely accused, maybe we should first, like, wear a condom. I'm saying, like, that's not even saying like, oh yeah, this particular community, like, no, like, dude, wear a condom, and actually take the time of child rearing, baby and all and shit. Like, oh, I gotta go to work. Like, okay, and fucking being a parent is a full-time job. What we do for work is shit to get a check. And why don't we just make a living wage for more people so more people don't have to fucking struggle with working fucking 8-10 hours a day? Yeah, let's do that. Let the conservatives want to go back to a time when one income or a man was the head of the house. Let's make sure we increase the fucking income of everybody where you don't have to work 2 or 3 jobs to support a fucking household. Why don't we do that? How about that? And I'm not gonna fucking make it up there. Anyway, let's continue.
Guys are nothing now. I always knew that women were smarter than man. Yeah, I'm so happy that I was born a woman. If I hadn't been born a woman, I'd have to kill myself.
Like, dude, this motherfucker's like, and I know this is the video that we ain't came to, but like, did these motherfuckers really realize how hard it is to live in a society where you're told that your only value is to make more people? They say, oh yeah, you can do this, you can do that, but make sure that you carve out a significant portion of your life to make more people. Oh yeah, girl power and all this other good shit. But no, your real purpose is to make more people and to validate other grown people because they need their pee-pee touched, and it's supposed to be this way. Like, really, like, God, motherfuckers like this upset the shit out of me. Because, like, why? Why are you so focused on women have the, like, dude, like, fuck, let's continue.
Just think, be born a man, that'd suck. Anyhow, ladies, onward here. I want to tell you something about having a child. You make sure you get plenty of children, ladies. You go ahead and use them up and spit them out. You get yourself a hold of some nice looking guy and you use him up, get some kids, and as soon as you're through using him, he don't do what you say, he best do everything you say. Because if he don't do what us women say, you throw his ass away like a piece of garbage. And as soon as you do that, you just go right ahead and nail him for child support for them kids you got, baby. And you move right on to the next. And you get that next man and you go ahead and just repeat the process, see? Because if you repeat the process a few times, you'll have it made. Because, see all these guys, they'll be supporting you, baby.
Like, dude, does he realize, like he said he had a son, does he realize how hard childbirth is and actually making more people is? Like, that shit is not easy, man. Like, really, dog? Really? Like, you really gonna, this is the fucking, oh shit, man, I was very hot right there for a second. I almost had heat stroke. But making more people is not fucking easy. Like, it's not easy, man. It's not. It's quite difficult making more people. I mean, like, it's fun when you first do it, but making more people is quite difficult. But let's continue.
You'll have all this side income coming in from each one of these men. That's right. Because ladies, guys, they're fucking stupid. They don't know any better because they're stupid, They're just born that way. Us women, we above a guy in his head, weak. You know this, ladies. So
is this just the rest of this video saying, like, yeah, it's a minute of him saying that guys are stupid? Like, the fuck? Like, I'm not stupid, man. Like,
Are you sure about that?
What's up, man? What's up? Like,
What up, big sexy?
I'm just saying, like, some of these cats. Oh yeah, I'm in stream chat. Is if motherfuckers want to actually jump in, I'm pretty much done with this video. I wanted to finish this out, but like, yeah, nah, this video kind of fucking blew me. Like, it's like what what are your ideas about this?
Ideas about what? I missed the entire thing.
Oh, come on. You have to watch it. You have to watch it on fucking chat. Because, like, have you ever heard of TFL?
No.
Okay. That means that you're halfway normal. So, good start. So, true forced loneliness. Incel shit.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a thing. And quite honestly, we're doing a review of this motherfucker named Bill Greathouse. Now, I mean, like, if you saw it, like, yeah, I'm talking about the shit, and I don't know if you're watching the YouTube channel, but and like, just to let everybody know, I'm actually in the YouTube chat. I'm in the Discord chat. So if you guys have some shit about it to say, come on in. Like, this shit is fucking crazy, man. But let's continue listening to this shit, okay?
Is to keep them from dropping if they cough or if they have a drizzle come out their nose or their mouth. It's to keep that out of your body. And as soon as that surgery is done, they take it off. It's not going to protect you from nothing. I'm not lying to you, man. I worked at a company called Alpine Manufacturing. They rebuilt developers for IBM. What is a developer? They all go in your industrial copy machines. You know, the big copy machines? That's where the developers go into. Well, they get plugged up with toner after so many miles of toner, which is the ink in a copy machine goes through it. And they don't want to throw away the developer because of the cost of building them, so they rebuild them. And Alpine Manufacturing had a contract with IBM to rebuild the developers.
All right, so this motherfucker is talking about his job, and like, basically, he shouldn't actually be putting his actual company name out there, especially since he knows he has trolls. And that's just one of those things where it's just like, dude, come on, don't you being a boomer, man. You're fucking being a boomer. But he thinks it's great to actually say this shit. And he wondered why people would try to fuck with him. But let's continue.
My job there was to tear it completely down and then clean it. And then the parts went out to assembly line to put it back together again. And then it was boxed back up in brand new boxes, put on pallets, and shipped back to IBM. So the servicemen went out in the field, took them, and reinstalled them in the copy machines with developers who were messed up again. And then developers came back to me again. And because the toner was what it was, floating in the air, blah, 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 okay, we wore a medical mask to protect us from breathing it in, and it didn't protect us. We still breathed it in. And you can see it floating in the air with your eyes. This is why I'm telling you.
Okay. Who wants to tell us why wearing a mask, if you see the shit floating around in the air, is fucking it's like, that's a fucking problem. If you see the shit in the air, you see the shit floating around, that's a fucking problem. Maybe you should have thicker masks on. I'm sorry. That shit is not kosher. And quite frankly, that job doesn't need to exist in the form that it is. And I'm going to say this. There are some jobs that doesn't need to exist anymore because we should have moved past it. And quite honestly, like, it's one of those things where it is fucking a detriment to people to have jobs like this. And like, corporations are literally doing shit to fucking kill you. That shit has got to be unhealthy. But let's continue.
Quit fucking putting on a goddamn muzzle.
I'll talk to you later.
It ain't protecting you from nothing. You're just looking like a clown. And following these orders of all these nonsensical people that don't look into nothing. And the ones that know, like your medical workers, see, them are Nazis. If you want to meet a Nazi, go to your local hospital or your local doctor's office. They're going to tell you got to wear a fucking muzzle that they know goddamn well don't protect you. But they're not going to tell you that. You know why? They want the tool.
It's okay. So help me out with this, somebody. Like, how is it a muzzle because somebody's asked to put a mask, and only in this fucking area of the world is a fucking muzzle? Like, literally, before this shit, like, you can see, like, yes, the shit started in Asian countries, but you see in a lot of Asian countries, these motherfuckers literally wear fucking masks to actually, when they're sick, because they don't want to inconvenience somebody else with their sickness. And, like, I'm being facetious about it, but only a fucking little bit. And the fact is that a lot of these motherfuckers want to have, no, you need to see my face. You're not muzzling me where you can talk fucking awesome through a mask. And motherfuckers like him who yell and scream and shit, literally would, there we go. Literally sit back and have a bitch fit about the free speech and yell and scream about shit like this. And I don't get it. It's unfortunate to me that I think some of these people really believe the hype that somebody is trying to muzzle them. Where, like, you have a YouTube channel, dog. You have a fucking YouTube channel. But let's continue. I think I can go strong for another, hour or so. Yeah, let's go.
From the Rothschilds. They're rid of all evil money. So therefore, they're going to zip their mouth and just follow their orders. Keep zipping your mouths and following your orders, and you're all going to end up dead. Don't think so? Don't think it can happen in America? You ain't paying attention to nothing. Damn right it can happen in America. You ain't...
Oh, shit. We know that motherfuckers just zip their mouths and follow orders and shit like that, and shit could actually be tragic. Like, Bill, you have a channel, dog. Like, the fuck? Like, there is the Republican Party that's happening right now that they're turning into a fucking death cult. All because they think, oh, these people are above me. No. But let's continue.
Ain't no special little snowflake. You never have been and never will be.
I wonder if somebody's gonna tell these people that whole joke about not being a special snowflake from the Fight Club movie was a reference to a right-wing ideology of just like fascism. I wonder if somebody's really gonna tell these guys that they were making fun of them to take away their name and make them just drones in a machine. It was a satirical take, and the director and even the fucking writer and who was the screenwriter actually went in on this whole thing about like Tyler Durden was the man's man idea of weak, pathetic motherfuckers. Like that, like he was quite literally a character where you were supposed to be self-insert, but he was also just a shit person. And a lot of people actually take that as, you know, he's the guy and all that other good shit. No, he was never meant to be a likable fucking character. But let's continue.
TFL will go on forever. Because the dating arena, all you men in the manosphere, you're so busy following the social engineering. You're so busy keeping the problem alive. No wonder you're still alone.
But, like, what's the problem, man? How do we fix this men being alone? I know how to fix it. Like, literally, fuck capitalism and let's deal with the fact that people aren't, their monetary value isn't based on, their value isn't based on their monetary value. I know that. I believe that shit, like, with the fucking Quintons, but these motherfuckers like this, that wouldn't make sense to them. Because, as we saw with the other video, he thinks that a man's value to a woman is his looks, his car, and his money. Which can be furthest from the fucking truth. But let's continue.
Only two people I've known in all the years that ever had the smarts to do anything would have been Kevin. And now Hayden. And Hayden, he's got a girlfriend. Why? Well, because he just happened to listen to Bill. Then there's another guy that comes in here. He's an older guy like...
Well, Bill, like, where's your girlfriend, dog? we I know he was talking with somebody, like, and she would occasionally come on the show, but like, then why keep the moniker True Force only? Like, I don't. Let's continue.
70, 71, and he's been on a lot of my damn shows in the chat section. Unlike him, he knows what he's talking about. He done told you the same thing I've been screaming at you.
Oh shit.
He knows what I'm talking about. It's absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. The only chance you stand if you want a woman in your life is to go back and get rid of the social engineering and go back to old school and take the time to go out there and get to know somebody.
No, the death of euphemism. Anyway, you know what? Here's the thing, and I will actually say this. Yes, we are living in a world where a lot of people don't take the time to get to know people. I would absolutely 100% agree with that shit. Oh shit. I have a bear and not a. Yeah, no. Not going to do this right now. Yeah. Not going to do that right now. Anyway, we are living in a world where a lot of people don't take the time to get to know people. And I get it. And I fucking understand that. And part of it is just the culture that we have now. And in a sense where things have become so convenient where we want the ultimate convenience. But one of the other things is this atomization of society that you see with capitalism. And I know I'm harping on that a lot, where how can the economic system actually, dictate how we date and all that other good shit. But it's one of those things where dude, move out of my way. There we go. But how can an economic system dictate how we treat each other and shit like that? And it's quite simple because it's so pervasive in our everyday lives that a lot of people just think that that's just the way things should fucking be when it's not fucking true. But let's continue. Let's continue. We're almost finished.
Well, but women don't want that, Bill. That's not 100% of all women. You act like it is. One and eight. That's why when Mr. Hogan tells you, well, I don't agree with Bill. If you can't get laid in the first second date, you're never going to get nowhere. Well, no, that's the reason you're not getting nowhere.
I mean, that's stupid because, like, sometimes you don't get laid in the first or second date. That doesn't mean shit. Now, mind you, I personally, this is gonna sound so fucking weird. I actually kind of have a 3-date rule myself. I know it's fucking weird, but I kind of like if I kind of feel you, like I probably am gonna actually want to move it quicker, but sometimes no, I have a 3-date rule, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. And I'm not gonna make fun of a person who also has a rule of that way. If it's just arbitrary because I just want somebody to prove something to me, like, no, fuck no, that's stupid. That's literally stupid. But the whole thing of actually wanting to determine how somebody, damn, that lake is actually pretty deep. That river is actually deeper than what I thought it was. What the fuck? Did I just hear some shit? But yeah, let's continue.
That is the exact reason you're still alone. So enjoy your loneliness because you deserve to be where you're at when you got that mentality. There's nothing I can do for people like this, man. I cannot help stupid people. Well, you know what? You start treating homeless people like shit, you deserve to be treated like shit yourself. What about the people who had small businesses that lost them due to something they had no control over? What about
Like a global pandemic. I'm just saying. Oh, fuck, a chest. Oh, fuck, a chest. I'm sorry. I was surprised about this shit. But yeah, like a global pandemic. But let's continue.
them people that are getting foreclosed on right now because of that? What if they become homeless? Oh, you're going to treat them like dirt too? You know, there's a difference if you're an alcoholic or a druggie and you're just too damn lazy to hold down a job and you're homeless from that, then it's because you deserve to be homeless.
Okay. So, I know this is gonna sound like big lib cluck type bullshit. The current system that we have doesn't foster people not working themselves to death. And ironically, I was actually watching Bobby Farano video. Arian Foster. I forget this man's name, and I don't want to butcher it. He was talking to who was that? Walsh. Ironically, that crazy fucking right winger that was like John Walsh, who told Obama, "Oh, you lie" and shit like that. And it was like just a discussion about how a lot of the current system that we have doesn't facilitate it. Actually encourages laziness. It actually encourages escapism, because if you're working yourself to death on a 9 to 5, literally it is fuck a bore. And let's see how strong this motherfucker is. Oh no, you can't handle shit. It works you to death, so people just like fuck this job and don't want to work, because a lot of it is just guys and I say guys, but people that are definitely just tired of the fucking system that we are in right now, and it leads to just disenchantment with that system, where people just like, man, fuck this system. Pokey. Really? Got him. But yeah, like, and the thing about it is, there are people that do drugs. Like, no, like, I will give you that. People that do drugs may not always have issues of they're lazy or they don't know how to be responsible. Sometimes they're escaping from shit. I know all too well about how it's can seem like these people are lazy, quote unquote, bad people. But a lot of these people, they have some underlying psychological issues where would actually lead to them going for those hooks, those chemical dependent hooks. But people like Bill like this could not fucking understand that, because they think, oh, it's something wrong with you because you do this. Motherfucker, you're smoking and you have a heart condition. You're a fucking druggie. Your goddamn self. But let's continue.
But when you're homeless through stuff that you had no say-so in, and your income stripped away from you, and then people want to dump on you, they can shove it up their ass, sick bitches.
Now, mind you, let me ask this question. Can I see some hands in the chat to see if he would have that same thing about systematic racism? Let's see if he would have that same kind of idea for the fact that a whole group of people, and not just black folks, but natives and other indigenous people across the globe, have been fucked over by a small minority of people due to no fault of their own. let's see if he would have that same compassion. Something tells me he probably would not. But let's continue.
That's how I feel about that. That's called mental sickness, man. They can remember having fun pumping and dumping, and they can remember how they destroyed it for.
Like, wait. What is this whole idea of pumping and dumping? Like, sometimes people just want, like, okay, if you're being this honest about the shit about like fucking and leaving, like, yeah, you being dishonest or being unsafe, like, nah, that's a fucking problem, and you really need to address that shit. But like, what's so wrong with like wanting to get with somebody and having a little fun? I'm at a loss for that. Not my particular taste, but like, fuck. I'm trying to make sense out of the senseless. But let's continue.
For every other man, and maybe one day they'll get some venereal disease, or they'll get some herpes or crabs, and then I'll feel sorry for the victim they lied to that they spread it to. Dumb idiots. See, when you pump and dump, you're on the same level as the woman you're complaining about. You know, the woman who's self-entitled? You know, the corrupt woman that's doing this shit to the men? Well, when you go pump and dump, you're just as corrupt as she is. You're keeping the elite's agenda to keep us divided alive and well.
Like, I don't get this whole thing about people being... Fuck. Okay. I'm almost there. I don't get this whole, like, what does the elites actually make more sense to get people married and together? Like, that actually makes more sense because more people together, here's the thing, more other people to collect money and taxes off of. Like, that's just is more economic, more economically feasible. Instead of saying that, oh no, we want people to be in on the stake. Like, no, you don't. Because what you want people to actually do is have kids and settle down with families and shit like that, so you can collect more taxes. That's what property taxes are, motherfucker. All right, dude, like, I can hardly see you, but let's continue.
So you might as well go hold the Rothschild's hand and say, you're right, I enjoy being a bigot.
Like, God, that whole voice
Freaking
kind of
retard.
gets me. Ooh, I got hops.
You seriously wanted
I can
out
make
of the
beer.
situation you're in? You would have listened to what I told you. And you would give it a try regardless. And you'd drop your goddamn bullshit. You gotta go back to what worked for hundreds of years. Men and women alike are human beings.
Like, we're human beings, dog, but we didn't have the nuclear family type like hundreds of years ago. Like, that shit, like, we literally lived in communities and like hamlets and towns, and the big city is just like a very recent creation or recreation, I should say, because, you know, we've had big city types, but usually it's about the little towns that we've actually lived in. Like, I don't know what else to tell you. Shit, I need light. But anyway, let's continue.
We all have emotions, feelings, wants, and needs. You're going to say, well, but the women will never give up the power. You know what? If the men would stand together, but you're not going to do that because you're going to compete against each other, then enjoy your loneliness. Because if you can't stand together, you can never correct the problem.
Wow.
So enjoy your life of misery, okay?
Wow, like, my man's is just like, he is letting it all go. He's upset. He is some kind of pissed. It's sad, but like, it's fucking entertaining. But let's continue.
Okay? There's nothing I can do to help stupid. That's why I come up here today. Just to vent a little bit, okay? Because I get so sick of what I'm seeing. And I'm watching what's going on, believe me. You don't got much time for this before the United States says we got to lock down again. You gonna watch the United
Fuck, I wish, like, for real, like, dog, for real. Like, there are some shit, like, now this was done, this video itself was done, and that's his live chat now. This was done in August. You know how many more people could have been saved if we would have actually went to effective lockdown? Like, for real. Like, no lie, no bullshit. Like, if we went into an effective lockdown, you know how many... It wouldn't be 200,000 plus people dying of a fucking disease that we could have fucking prevented properly. But motherfuckers like this is not going to actually address that like they need to. No, they're going to say, it's the conspiracy. And somebody wants, like... some sort of way of ruling the world by keeping people from, you know, getting together and making babies. Like, I don't understand that part of it, but like somehow it makes sense. But let's continue.
States and Canada saying, well, got to shut the businesses, we got to lock down again, blah, blah, blah. And if you go along with it, then you deserve not to be alive. Because it is Agenda 21. I never lied to you. And these people are not going to back off. They're going to keep doing this in steps. And for every time you're complicit, they're going to add more to it. And then they're going to add more to it. And then you're all going to be killed off like the sheep you are. And cattle you are, man. You're just wobbling your way to the slaughterhouse is all you're doing. And you're taking down the people who are awake and the children with you. That's right. You're going to be responsible for dragging innocent people to the slaughterhouse with your dumb self.
Wait, he hasn't actually said how people not believing in this conspiracy is going to actually drag people to the slaughterhouse. Like, is the slaughterhouse going to be like, ooh, what's that movie? Bordello of Blood? Where, my PS, it got disconnected. I'm bringing it back up, guys. Is it going to be like Bordello of Blood where, like, literally, you know, you go down to what you think is the whorehouse and, like, all of a sudden it's, like, vampires there that's trying to, like, eat your soul and shit like that? Like, is that what it is? Fonz, I'm looking for a fucking horse. Is that what it is? Well, I don't know. You guys tell me. But let's continue.
That's what you're going to be doing. I don't know how else to tell you, but that's the reality. See, I don't live in a bubble. I don't live in a fantasy. And I don't watch a fucking brainwashing box called a TV. You know, you got to look at it this way. When a woman looks at you 1 to 5 seconds and rejects you, she wasn't good enough to be with you anyhow.
But, like, wait, that's, like, true, but, like, why do you think that they reject you in 1 to 5 seconds? Like, I don't get that part. Like, wait, what? Like, that's not a thing, dog. Again, I think it's projection. I really think this shit like this is projection where, like, oh, a woman rejects you within 1 to 5 seconds. Like, no, dog. They like, sometimes it's you, the 1 to 5 seconds is you opening your mouth and saying some stupid shit. Like, I don't, like, maybe I missed that part. Like, what the fucking horses? I'm sorry, I'm looking for fucking fawns, horses, shit like that, or folds. The fuck? But yeah, like, no, I don't get that part. I don't get where these guys believe that a woman is just rejecting you outright after only knowing you for 1 to 5 seconds. Like, maybe somebody can actually tell me how that happens. I've never seen that shit, but, you know. But let's continue. Oh, it came back.
You saved yourself a nightmare. Because your life could have been completely destroyed by that female. If men and women cannot be friends, then you cannot have a relationship. A relationship isn't formed on...
This is true. Oh my God, exactly. If men and women can't be friends, then you can't have a relationship. This is fucking true. Awesome. This is fucking awesome. That's fucking great. But he's probably gonna fuck this up. But let's continue.
Sex. That is what destroyed the relationships. Why do you think on that live stream I took you back to the sexual revolution and brought you back up to today's date and showed you exactly what happened to us? Hey, you didn't want to listen to that. You got to go with, well, if you can't get laid, second or third date, Bill, you no point in wasting your time. There you go. There you go. Doing exactly what the programming's meant to do. You can't figure out why we're in the shape we're in. And of course, women, they were programmed that you as a guy, you owe them. That's right, and they get to use you. Look at today's dating scene using all the damn elites wording. Sexual marketplace. Like as if you're going to walk into a fucking market and buy a naked human body.
I'm sorry. Okay, I agree with them on this whole thing, and like we shouldn't be calling it the sexual marketplace, but probably not for the same reason that he would say that shit. Like what the fuck? Oh god, that shit was that's fucking awesome. Let's continue. Oh, a wolf.
Sitting there rating people from 1 to 10 by looks, and wonder why you're all divided. Competing against each other.
Oh, a bear.
Like it's a competition.
I'm not gonna
bunch of damn idiots. I never ever thought I'd see a world so fucking stupid in all my life. I know I'm living in a zombie apocalypse. Not a doubt in my mind that I'm surrounded by zombies. The only difference is they're not eating brains because you don't got no damn brains.
Somebody big mad. Like somebody is big mad.
That's the only difference. See, I told you I don't care who I piss off. See, I care about everybody, but I cannot help people who are too stupid to be helped. And I don't like...
Wow, that sounds like Jesse Lee Peterson, doesn't it?
Fake friends. If you're going to be fake, then be fake, but you're not my friend. Because I'm real. And I don't hang around fake. I'm not up here for views or numbers. I don't care about the numbers. I'm not up here because I want money. The Rothschild's tool. I don't need it. I'm up here because I wanted to help people. And I'm up here telling people the God's honest, real truth. I don't come up here and sugarcoat nothing, and I don't come up here and lie to you. But unfortunately, there's too many people in the manosphere that are brain dead. They're zombies. They ain't got the first clue of...
I mean, like, is this what, The Walking Dead? Like, shit. Okay, I'm here with the wrong thrall. No! Maybe if I go to the desert, yeah. All right, let's continue.
What they're doing. Oh, they want to argue with me all day long. I don't care. Argue with me. I'm the one that raised a child. I'm the one that was with a woman and married to her for a bunch of years. I was the one that had another woman in my life. I was the one that dated several women after that. But I don't know what I'm doing. Well, tell that to Hayden, huh?
I mean, like, it's good that you got what you needed out of life, dog, but something tells me you still missing some shit. But let's continue.
Freaking idiots, man. I'm telling you. I get so fucking frustrated. Now you know why I shut the show down. Yeah, see, now you know why they're in a live stream on Saturday night. Why? What for? No point of it. Let the whole manosphere run over the incel. Then the elite can orchestrate another B10 Elliot Rogers situation, and then they can step up and look online at the incels and say, okay, we're going to go after this person, this person, this person. That's right. And we're going to use the Patriot Act as domestic terrorism. Bye, have fun. Now you're a real incel. Isn't that awesome? You finally got to be famous. Look, you're being run all over TV. You're finally getting your views. Oh, look, they're gonna be a real incel.
All right, no, like this is some shit where like this is fucking actually 100% truthful. Where we shouldn't like fucking platform these incels and their beliefs, but like he's mad because they're not following him, not because we shouldn't platform incels, but the incels aren't following him. Dog, that's not a fucking good look. I'm just saying, man, that's not how shit works. But let's continue. We're almost done.
Oh, look, they're in this little dinky room with bars on it, or a big steel door. That's right, as you're in a cell. So enjoy your incel.
Okay, that was a dad
NWO,
joke, but that was a
Agenda
good one.
21, playing out right in your face. And the lying bigots on your television set are all following their orders for the Rothschild dynasty tool, too. Because they don't have enough fucking courage or balls to stand up for themselves. The only way we can win is when people get their heads out of there, you know what, and stop complying. And because you're too stupid to do that, you're going to die and you're going to take innocent people with you.
All right, I'm done with this guy. Like, we got, what, 5 minutes left, and it's just done. I do want to say, guys, thank you for watching, and...
What kind of stuff are they giving about in terms?
I do want to say, guys, thank you for watching. I'm going to be doing this long-ass track to get my shit back. I think I can make it there in time, but I don't know. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching, and, like, yeah, thank you for going on this journey with me on TFL at War. I want to make sure you guys can help me out by following or subscribing. And if you have any other questions, hit me up on my Discord. You can actually see it in the link below. As with always, guys, I want to say thank you, and let's go to that outro.
What do you think that these executives are afraid you're going to do to white America?
Probably stop some racism.
Stop racism?
Yeah, I'm probably afraid of that because then people don't hate each other, and people start talking to each other, and then they start talking to each other, they find out who's the problem.
Which is?
Greedy people.
Greedy. I have a couple things I want to ask you there. Do you really think that some of the guys that you dealt with at NBC, no names, right? Because there's lawsuits for that too, that some of these guys really want to promote racism actively, or is it a subconscious?
I just think it's part of capitalism, is to promote racism, you know, right? In order to make things work. If you feel better because you're white and you can get a job, you use that. I mean, you know, I would.
Absolutely.
Say, I'm sorry, Jack, but shit, they say I'm white. I'm going to use this.
Right. Absolutely.
Get this job. I'm hungry, you know. But and that separates people. So they keep people separated, and that keeps them from thinking about the real problem. That's as simple as I see it. Probably it's not that simple, but.
Now, all right, you and I are about the same age, right? We're in our mid-30s. How long is it going to take before guys who think like you, and I say guys who think like me, people who don't want to have racism in the country, people who don't want to be oppressing any minority, whatever it is, sexual, whatever minority, really get into positions of power and can change things?
You can't get in a position of power, it seems, if you think like that.